Hi, class. I wanted to just take a minute to talk about perceptual maps just so that you would understand it a little bit better. One of your assignments this week is to do a perceptual map for your product or service that you choose, and I want to make sure that you understand it a little bit more in depth. So first, what is a perceptual map? It's really just a graphic that's used to help marketers kind of see how their product is positioned relative to the competition. It's usually done on two factors, although more factors can be used. I have an example of one of those a little bit later in the slides. But so, for example, you might choose price versus quality, and you'd have an x-axis and a y-axis, just as the graphic that's shown here. And I'll go through one of those. But really, it's used to help you understand what consumers think about your product or your brand. It's used to see what you think, what your consumers think about what your competition is, and it really helps you understand and be able to build an effective marketing strategy. So let me give you an example. This one happens to be on the shoe industry, and the two factors here are price versus really category, whether it's a performance shoe or whether it's a fashion shoe. You can see from this, as I'll kind of highlight here, Adidas is in the space where it's got a little higher price and it's more for fashion. And then there's a number of competitors that are around on the other side. So Nike has a higher price, but sort of straddles the line between performance and fashion. But what you'll also notice is that down here, there is really nobody that's playing in the fashion low-cost shoe space, at least in this example. And so this might provide an opportunity for you as a marketer of shoes to be able to say, look, we might look at this as an empty space, something that we can now develop a new product for and meet an unmet need. So this is how perceptual maps are used. Here's another example that just highlights an additional factor. So the blue dots in here happen to represent specific different competitors, if you will. And then this is really between quality, and you can't see it down here very well, but it says price. So it's a issue between, are they high cost, high quality, or low cost, low quality. The other added dimension that's added here are these little bubble graphs. And so you see the yellow here represents how large that market is. So in the mass market space, for instance, you'll see that there's three competitors in here, and they're sort of in that mid-price, mid-quality range. Now, if you are product A, I'd be pretty concerned because you're over here at a higher price with sort of medium quality, and you're really kind of outside of that mass market mix. So either you need to increase the features so that you have higher quality and move up into the premium space, or you may elect to lower your price so that you're back over into the mass market space. So again, another way to give you a little bit more insight into your product and how it compares to competitors. And this is really a view, not how you see yourself, but it's how your customers view you. So how do you construct a perceptual map? Well, first you need to determine what the characteristics of the product and the consumer's hot buttons are. Now, for the assignment this week, you're going to do that yourself. You're not going to talk to customers this week. You're just going to say, well, I think it's high quality or low price, or you'll find the factors that you want to do your own perceptions. But for project one, really what you're trying to uncover are what those hot buttons are. What are the features that your customers want out of your product? Because you're going to develop a perceptual map based on that for when you turn in project one or two. But for this week's assignment, you don't need to talk to customers. You just need to figure out, okay, what would I put on here and how would I rate things? So when you know what those hot buttons are, and that's going to come out from your first project that you do, then you're going to do a survey to the rest of your market. That's project two. Then you're going to graph those results, you'll interpret your map, and then you'll make the changes to your marketing strategy. And that's really what the perceptual map is all about and how it's used. So hope that was helpful. If you have further questions, please give me a call, send me a line, text me, email me, and I'm happy to answer those questions. Thanks and good luck.